Good morning to everybody. It's great to be here at Morningside Elementary, and thanks to the students and teachers and faculty who are here. Thanks for all you're doing to make our community idle-free. We all have bad habits, and one of our bad habits is idling our cars. And it's really one of those bad habits that makes little sense. We sit in our cars, we create air pollution, we generate noise. It's bad for our health, it's bad for our environment. There's no reason for us to do it. So as we sit in our drive-through windows, or if we're at the bank or the fast food place, it's time to turn off our engines. I've even tried it at a stoplight. We have some of our stoplights that are pretty long, and you can turn it off there as well if you know when they're going to turn on you. And we also get 0 miles per gallon when we're idling our car. So there really is no reason for us to do it. And we have new devices, those starters that can start your car before we even get into them. Those are not the best for being idle-free. We also have people who like to warm up their cars in the morning. The rule is 10 seconds. If you're going to be in your car for longer than 10 seconds and stopped, turn it off. That's the rule of thumb, and that's what we should all be obeying. So it's an easy thing to do to help improve our air quality. It's an easy thing to do to help ourselves save money, and it's an easy thing to do to improve our own health. I mean, can you imagine picking up your children and having all the cars in the parking lot with their engines on? You know what that's doing to our own children? It's not good. So I'm going to ask for a little student participation here today. I'm going to count to 3, and on the count of 3, I want you to all say as loud as you can, "Turn your key, be idle-free." You ready? You all ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Turn your key, be idle-free. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Mayor Ralph Becker, and I'm pleased to be part of this announcement with Mayor Carroon, with Governor Herbert, and with the other mayors and community leaders in the schools across the state, so that we make September a focal point for being idle-free. I also want to thank Utah Clean Cities, which has been not only coordinating this event. We thank you for putting this canopy up. It's kept it from raining, and for giving us a nice cool day in September. You know, it's so great having these kids take the lead for us. When we think about what's happened in this state, really just in the last decade or two, with the recycling program, we know that came in large part from our kids in our schools becoming attentive and reminding us at home to be attentive to something that really just makes sense. And recycling is like being idle-free. It costs us money, it costs us energy, it costs us in terms of our air quality and in terms of our overall quality of life when we are burning fuel that really we don't need to when we're at a stop. So we ask people to do that. I can tell you in Salt Lake City, where we have now had an idle-free policy, that we've reduced to a 10-second rule, as Mayor Carroon talked about. It has saved us hundreds of thousands of dollars in our city fleet and costs to our taxpayers by implementing and instituting this program. I want to particularly thank Mayor Carroon and recognize Mayor Carroon, because when we started this program in 2008, we went to a Salt Lake City school and kicked that off, and we know it's making a difference from what I'm hearing from both kids and parents in our Salt Lake City schools. Most of us know this message, "Turn your key, be idle-free." I'm not sure who came up with it, but it is one that's an easy one for us all to remember. And we hope that we think about that wherever we're going has been talked about, whether it's going to a drive-through window, whether it's dropping our kids off at school, whether it's chatting with a neighbor as you're getting ready to leave your house or in your neighborhood. It really is one of those things that once you get it in your head, it's hard not to go up to a car and want to slap one of these on the window, which of course I refrained from doing. But it really is a matter of just awareness. I have also this week announced a draft of a proposal that I'm taking to our city council to implement an ordinance that requires in Salt Lake City that we be idle-free. The ordinance would say that if you're idling for more than 2 minutes, you're required to turn off your vehicle. We have seen this kind of practice being started to be implemented across the United States, and we know that in Salt Lake City at times we have the worst air quality in the country. That is inexcusable. We know we have a disadvantage here being in a valley that's surrounded by our beautiful mountains. But that also places an additional responsibility on us to be able to do more, to be able to have cleaner air for our health and for our overall well-being. So an anti-idling city ordinance will help carry us towards improved air quality, which we know has great benefits in so many ways for us across our valley. So please join Salt Lake City in commenting. If you go to our Salt Lake City website, you'll be able to find a comments section for us that we welcome hearing from you. It's interesting in the comments we've gotten already. There are people who say, well, this is a no-brainer, of course we should have this. There are people who say this is too heavy a hand of government, that we shouldn't be requiring this. That's part of the dialogue that obviously we hope carries forward and as our city council begins to consider this ordinance and as we finalize this ordinance. So get us your comments. We'll be reflecting on those comments as we decide to bring forward a proposal to the city ordinance later this fall. So take a look at that, give us your comments, we welcome it, and we look forward to turning your key, be idle-free, and having our kids lead the way for us in changing our behaviors in a healthy way. Thank you. It's great to be with you this morning.
Now I'd just like to ask Mayor Becker and Carroon to come up and actually sign the idle-free declaration for the state of Utah for the month of September. Oh, sorry. Can you sign it on the
Okay. Let's switch here.
Sorry, it's at the desk. They're both lefties? They're both? Oh no, Peter.
Switch. I'll tell you've been signing longer than I am. You faster.
Sorry.
Okay, you guys?
Sure. Want us to turn it on? Hello, how are you? Are we doing something wrong here?
Can we speak about IdleFree Utah?
You sure can. Should I turn off my car?
IdleFree Utah is a campaign to help drivers get in the habit of turning off their car whenever they will be parked and waiting. By adopting this habit, you can save money on gas, you can protect the health of people in and around your car, and you can help keep our skies blue. If you'd like to join, here's the window.
I would love to join. Thank you very much.
It goes right in your windshield. It says, turn your key, be idle-free. You can put it on right now if you want it to stick correctly.
I'll do that. Cut my fingernails this morning.
Okay,